Businesses run on data, contracts, invoices, QA protocols, personnel records. When data go to the right people at the right time, business gains a competitive edge. But success comes with its own issues. As business picks up, more documents and data are produced. This increases costs. Studies indicate that data are produced much more quickly than ever before. 90% of the world's data have been produced in the last 2 years. A business that can't handle this volume of data can become a victim of its own success. We need a way to deal with all of this information. Fortunately, ELO's decades of experience in document management have provided us with many tools to help get this information under control. One of these is the business document lifecycle. Documents are created, some process or processes are performed on these documents, approval, distribution, and so on, and then those documents are sent to long-term storage for the length of their retention schedule, after which they are disposed. There are many ways that ELO helps businesses keep track of documents within this life cycle, which reduces complexity even as the volume of information increases. Documents entering the business are digitized and assigned a document class. This defines the metadata expected from the document, which defines how and where the document is stored. This process is completely transparent to the end user and ensures everyone can find any document when it is needed. You and your coworkers store documents into folders. The same types of folders you've used for years on your computer, but documents in ELO are stored with more reliability than any human process can achieve. Not to mention, documents stored in ELO can be shared with others. References also play a big role here. Ever give a document to a customer you later found out was out of date? Ever need to make updates to a document and remember all the places you need to upload it? References, which point back to a single origin, save disk space while enabling you to find a document in multiple places, no matter how you look for it. Dynamic folders also aid in finding information. These structures contain documents based on status, for example, rather than a static attribute. If you can run a search, you can create a dynamic folder. Instantly find all documents that are due in the next 7 days or that need to undergo risk assessment. ELO automatically orchestrates processes based on the document type. These processes are governed by rules, ensuring all required steps are taken in the correct order, helping managers keep an overview, and preventing missed deadlines. These and other tools combine to make any mountain of information manageable again. Creating order from chaos, that's what ELO does for you. Stick around to see how this works in practice. Here's an example of how to ensure documents can be reliably found in ELO. If I want to find a company's invoices, I will intuitively look through a folder structure, going from general categories to more specific document collections. We have been training ourselves to do this for as long as we have been using computers. But filing documents in the correct place is time-consuming, it's boring, and it's prone to errors. However, We're capturing all kinds of important data about documents anyway, so it just makes sense to use that information to file documents automatically where users will know to look for them. When administrators set up document classes in ELO, i.e. metadata forms, they have the chance to define where documents of this type are filed. Here we have set up an automatic filing definition for incoming invoices. Whenever one is scanned, the system looks through ELO for a folder named Customers. Inside it, a folder with the same name as whatever is in field 2, which in this case is the customer name, then a folder named Invoices, and finally the year of the invoice date. When a new invoice is scanned, the data entry person enters basic data on the invoice. OCR, or optical character recognition, and keyword lists ensure data entry is quick and correct. When data entry is finished, the user clicks Automatic Filing to store the document in ELO. You can see here that the document is stored in the correct location where users can find it instantly and reliably when they need it again. But that's just the start. What if I am looking for a document by a due date rather than by customer name? When I filed the invoice, I stored it in several other locations at the same time. I might be looking for a document due in April 2022 instead of by customer. The filing definition automatically put it in this location as well. If I need to make changes to the document later, it is automatically updated everywhere at once. No matter where I find it, I automatically see the same up-to-date version. A single click to store my documents wherever they need to go. Simple, intuitive, reliable. That's how easy it is to use a filing definition in ELO. All documents a company works with are associated with processes. Like for an invoice, we want to start an approval process anytime a new invoice is received. Here you can see a diagram of what the process might look like. An invoice is stored, checked for validity, approved, and paid by accounting. In ELO, we just have to assign the workflow to these types of documents. Our process will start automatically anytime a new invoice is stored. First, we need to fill out the form and file the document. And just like that, the workflow is started. Nothing for the user to forget or even have to click. I see the task because I'm a member of the Accounting Clerks group. I fill out the form and enter the cost center, which is stored in the purchase order database. I click Data Entry Complete, and then my job is done. Now, William Johnson opens his ELO client. Since he is a manager for the sales group, he is assigned the task of approving the invoice for payment. If he's out of the office, another sales manager or a deputy he designates is allowed to approve the invoice as well. But what if the invoice isn't processed in time? Do we have any way to intervene before an invoice becomes overdue? An overdue task is automatically highlighted in time to take action. In this case, the invoice must be paid within 30 days, so it is automatically escalated to a manager within 14. This can even be adjusted to have several levels of escalation within any task within a process. Automation is also possible. For example, you can also send an email when a task is escalated. Here you can see that William Johnson has also created a separate filter to automatically show escalated tasks. This is another way for users to keep an overview. A further way for users to keep an overview is with integrated dashboards in ELO Analytics. Here, all invoices throughout the system are aggregated, providing managers and AP clerks with a full overview of invoices at all times. We can filter to overdue invoices, for example, by clicking that status, and then by the vendor to further filter the results. Finally, we can click an invoice in the results to jump to that entry directly. That's how easy it is to map your processes into ELO. What is a folder in ELO? Well, fundamentally, it's just a collection of documents and information. Here we have a folder containing all of the documents for our customer Acme LLC. Under the customer name, they are subdivided into correspondence, invoices, jobs, and so on. Now we want to get an overview of change requests as well. Normally, we can run a search to find what we want, so let's do that here. First, we select the document type, which is change request. Then we select the customer name and click OK. So that's great. Now we can turn that search into a folder by creating what's called a dynamic folder. First, we select the location where it should go, then we enter a name. And just like that, the new folder is created. Anytime Acme LLC sends us a change request, it will show up in that folder automatically. Now William Johnson accesses Elo through the web client. The customer has requested additional server hardware, so Will fills out the form and enters the relevant data. Now the new change request has been added to the queue for processing. And just like that, the document shows up under Acme LLC's documents. That's how easy it is to keep an overview in Elo. Creating a dynamic folder makes search results available right from the repository, no matter who filed the document and where it is stored. Welcome back. The Elo ECM suite helps you manage all of your documents in a central location. Use filing paths to store your documents where you can find them again. Easily put documents where they need to go with Elo's built-in OCR tools, available at no extra charge. All documents have processes, and all processes are accomplished reliably and efficiently with the Elo workflow engine. Sprint ahead of your deadlines with workflow overviews and the analytics engine, and never lose track of a deadline by automatically escalating a case before it is too late to fix. Dynamic folders keep you in the loop by collecting information in a central place without requiring you to search it out. Thanks for watching this presentation on document management with Elo. The next step is up to you. Stay in the know by liking and subscribing to our videos so that you can learn more soon. And if you're ready to enjoy the benefits of enterprise content management, contact us at info-usa@elo.com to find out more.